Ineya was a 28-year-old woman living in a small rented home on the edge of a busy city. Her world was simple: an aging father with fading strength, a gentle mother battling health issues, and a tiny family business that barely brought food to their table. Every morning, while the city buzzed with luxury cars and tall dreams, Ineya's day began with the smell of filter coffee, the chatter of her parents, and the worry of unpaid rent. Life was far from easy, but she never complained. Her smile was her weapon, a calm disguise hiding the storm inside. The small business her family ran was a modest tailoring shop her father had started years ago. Over time, competition grew, bills piled up, and hope slowly faded. Yet, Ineya refused to give up. She worked with her father through long nights, learning how to stitch, repair, and serve customers with warmth. People admired her sincerity, but admiration didn't pay the bills. One monsoon season, the shop flooded, destroying their sewing machines. Her father sat quietly in the dark that night, tears rolling down his wrinkled cheeks. Ineya held his hand and said softly, "Appa, one day I'll rebuild everything. Just believe in me." That single promise became her fire. Ineya began exploring ways to earn extra money. She used her smartphone and old cracked screen model to learn about online businesses, handmade products, and digital marketing. Her English wasn't perfect and she had no business background, but her will was unbreakable. She started creating small handmade dresses and posting them on Instagram and Facebook. For weeks, no one noticed. Friends ignored her posts, neighbors laughed at her dreams, and even her mother worried she was wasting time. But Ineya didn't stop. She believed every small effort was a brick in her empire. Then one day, an online influencer ordered one of her dresses. The woman shared a picture wearing it, tagging Ineya's small page. Within hours, messages flooded in: inquiries, compliments, and new orders. It was the spark she'd been waiting for. Ineya worked day and night, sleeping just a few hours. She converted their living room into a mini workspace, while her father managed deliveries and her mother packed parcels with care. Together, they rebuilt their dignity. Orders kept coming, and soon, her designs reached beyond her city, even getting attention from small boutiques in Dubai and Singapore. Years passed, and Ineya's small home-based business transformed into a full-fledged fashion brand. She named it Amavinkai, meaning mother hand, as a tribute to her mother's strength and sacrifices. She employed local women, especially widows and single mothers, giving them steady income and hope. Her brand became not just about clothes, but about courage, a message that no dream is too small when it's stitched with love and persistence. When Ineya finally opened her first boutique, her father stood silently at the entrance watching the board being lit up. His eyes glistened with pride. "You kept your promise," he whispered. She smiled and replied, "No, Appa, we did it." The rented house that once echoed with worries was now filled with laughter, gratitude, and peace. Reporters wrote about her success story, the girl who turned a tailoring shop into a global brand. But what they didn't know was the real secret. Her success was built on pain, patience, and pure love for her parents. Today, Ineya is a millionaire, but more than that, she is an example of resilience. She still wakes up before sunrise, makes tea for her parents, and prays before starting her day. She often visits her old neighborhood, helping struggling families and sponsoring education for young girls. Her journey reminds everyone that true success is not about money but about rising after every fall with kindness in your heart. Ineya's story is not just emotional or motivational, it's a symbol of every woman who turns her tears into power and her dreams into destiny.